Lu Bu kills Dong Zhuo for Wang Yun. Li Jue attacks the capital on Jiashu's advice. In his anger, Dong Zhuo rushed out, only to be struck by fate itself. His loyal advisor Li Ru collided with him, changing the course of events to come.
Forgive me, my lord. I deserve death for this clumsy offense.
In the stillness of the library, Li Ru steadied his master, hoping his words could calm the storm within the powerful prime minister. Li Ru, humble yet bold, explained what he had overheard. Lu Bu crying out that Dong Zhuo meant him harm and the maid's frightened escape. Consumed by jealousy, Dong Zhuo's fury boiled over. He could not bear the thought of his warrior daring to toy with the woman he coveted.
The wretch! How could I bear to see him toying with my fair one? I'll see him dead for this.
Li Ru told of King Zhuang of Chu, who made no fuss when his queen was molested by Zheng Xiong. Later, that same man saved the king's life in battle. Mercy then won loyalty. Patience turned shame into salvation.
Your graciousness. Diao Chan is but a maid, yet Lu Bu is your strongest arm. Please think well on this.
For a long time, Dong Zhuo muttered to himself, torn between jealousy and ambition. Li Ru's words sank deep, yet the shadow of doubt still clung to him.
What you say is right. I must think it over.
Called into the chamber, Diao Chan faced Dong Zhuo's wrathful gaze. The young maiden's heart trembled as she prepared to defend her honor. Through tears, Diao Chan told her tale of gardens and pursuit, of fear and escape, painting herself as the helpless victim saved only by Dong Zhuo's arrival.
My lord, he forced me toward the pond. I feared he would ruin me until you came and saved my life.
Then came Dong Zhuo's cruel suggestion that she be sent away to the very man she feared. The chamber felt cold as her heart nearly stopped. Stunned by the thought, Diao Chan wailed in despair. To lose her honor, she declared, would be worse than death itself.
My honor cannot be given to a mere underling, never. I would rather die.
In desperation, Diao Chan chose death. Yet Dong Zhuo, terrified of losing her, tore the dagger away, clutching her tightly against his heaving chest.
I was only joking,
cried Dong Zhuo, trembling as he held her close. Through tears, she planted poison in his ear, accusing Li Ru of siding with Lu Bu. In her frailty lay a deadly scheme of deceit.
This is Li Ru's doing. He cares nothing for my life nor your honor, my lord.
Though a tyrant feared by all, Dong Zhuo's heart melted before her tears. In that moment, he promised he would never lose her.
Do you think I could ever bear to part with you?
Though comforted, she confessed her dread of Lu Bu's desire. Her words laced fear with cunning, drawing Dong Zhuo deeper into her snare.
Though you love me, I cannot stay here. Lu Bu will ruin me if I remain.
After hearing Diao Chan's fears, Dong Zhuo made a promise.
We will go to Meiwo tomorrow, you and I, and we will be happy together and have no cares.
The advisor came once more, urging reason. Yet his words now pressed upon a heart already tangled in love's dangerous web.
This is a most propitious day, my lord. A gift to Lu Bu would secure loyalty forever.
Dong Zhuo hesitated and said,
He and I are as father and son. I cannot give her to him. Tell him I forgive his fault.
But Li Ru pressed, warning him not to be deceived by a woman. Dong Zhuo flushed and snapped.
Would you give your wife to Lu Bu? Do not speak of this again.
Alone beneath the sky, Li Ru sighed. He knew the truth. This single woman would be their undoing, bringing ruin upon them all.
We are already dead men, slain by the hand of this girl.
A historian paused, writing his verse. Not swords nor spears, but the smile of a woman could topple armies and decide the fate of kingdoms. With pomp and ceremony, Dong Zhuo began his journey to Meiwo. Yet in one carriage rode the woman whose sorrow weighed heavier than all banners. In that fleeting moment, eyes met and parted. She cast down her gaze while Lu Bu's heart shattered as the carriage rolled away. Just as grief weighed heavy, Wang Yun arrived. His words, cloaked in care, began to draw the hero into a greater plan. Wang Yun asked,
Why sigh so deeply, General, when you could ride with him instead?
Lu Bu, wounded in pride, poured out the whole tale beneath the open sky. With every word, Wang Yun's anger burned hotter. At last, he invited Lu Bu into his house, where vengeance began to take shape. Whispered words sealed their bond. Between grief and anger, the seeds of rebellion were planted, destined to shake the empire. Wang Yun whispered.
The shame is not only yours, General, it is mine as well.
Wang Yun's words rang like a trumpet call. To cast off shame, to rise against tyranny, and to restore the Han for all generations. Wang Yun declared,
If you aid Dong Zhuo, your name will be cursed forever. But if you strike him down, history will praise you endlessly.
Moved by grief and anger, Lu Bu swore a blood oath. No longer would he be Dong Zhuo's hound. He would be the blade that ended him.
By this halberd, I swear to slay Dong Zhuo and cleanse my shame.
Wang Yun took into his confidence two colleagues, Shisun Rui and Huang Wan. There, a deadly plan took shape, born of loyalty to the Han, yet steeped in peril for all involved.
The emperor has just recovered. Summon Dong Zhuo with fair words. Then let Lu Bu lie in wait within the palace gates. There he shall fall,
Said Shisun Rui.
The moment is favorable. Send Li Su. He is from the same region as Lu Bu and bears resentment against Dong Zhuo. Let him lure the traitor here, and Lu Bu's blade will strike him down.
Wang Yun agreed and asked Lu Bu to summon Li Su to his house. When Li Su arrived, Lu Bu confronted him.
Once you led me to kill Ding Yuan. Now Dong Zhuo oppresses the realm. Lure him here, and heaven itself shall judge him.
Li Su declared his loyalty, vowing to lure Dong Zhuo into the trap. Snapping an arrow in twain, he sealed his pledge with heaven as witness.
I too wish to slay him. With this oath I shall see it done.
Greedy for power, Dong Zhuo believed the lie. The forged decree called him to court, where his fate awaited in silence. His mind swam with visions of greatness. Dreams of empire blinded him to the dangers that crept ever closer. Heaven itself seemed to warn him. Yet driven by greed, Dong Zhuo pressed on, oblivious to the doom that awaited. He believed he came to glory, but in the silence of the gates, danger coiled like a hidden snake. Every man knew the plan. Beneath their calm faces, they waited for the moment to strike. At the signal, the trap closed. No longer emperor-to-be, Dong Zhuo stood as prey caught in the snare. Blow after blow rang against his armor. For a moment it seemed he might yet slip from death's grasp. At last, justice fell. The tyrant who had shaken the empire perished by the hand of the man he once trusted most. Lu Bu roared.
For Diao Chan and for the Han.
With decree in hand, Wang Yun declared the tyrant destroyed. The empire, he cried, was free at last. Joy surged through the court. At last, hope flickered for the Han, as tyrant and terror were no more. Though the tyrant lay dead, his shadow lived on. His allies fled west, carrying with them the seeds of wars yet to come. When Lu Bu reached Meiwu, he left none of Dong Zhuo's kin alive, not even his aged mother. Hidden women were freed, but treasures and grain were seized, the wealth of an empire stripped bare. After Dong Zhuo's death, his 4 generals fled west to Liangzhou. Stripped of power, they sought amnesty, yet their names were cursed as the chief hands of tyranny. Wang Yun rejected their plea. Though the empire might forgive many, these 4 architects of Dong Zhuo's cruelties would never escape justice, no matter their excuses or petitions.
No amnesty shall reach men who stained the realm with blood.
4 generals' advisor, Jie Shu, counseled, flee and they would be hunted down like dogs. Rally the people with fear, and they might yet seize the empire itself. Lies of massacre spread like wildfire. Fearful people, unwilling to die in vain, joined the rebels, swelling their ranks into 100,000 strong. Niu Fu, Dong Zhuo's son-in-law, brought fresh troops. United they marched, a vast tide bent on avenging their fallen master and seizing the court. When news arrived, Lu Bu dismissed the threat. A swarm of rats, he boasted, convinced no numbers could match the strength of his halberd or the courage in his heart.
Let them come. I'll scatter them like dust in the wind.
Li Su's unpreparedness cost dearly. Struck in a night raid, his troops scattered, many slain. His failure brought ruin upon himself and disgrace to Lu Bu's command. Shamed by defeat, Lu Bu showed no forgiveness. In rage, he slew Li Su and displayed his head as a warning. his honor valued above brotherhood. Tempted by wealth, Hu Qir betrayed his lord. Carrying Niu Fu's head, he offered it to Lu Bu. But treachery begot treachery, and soon he too perished. Jue and Guo Si tormented Lu Bu with feints and ambushes. Days of harassment drained his army, leaving rage unspent and strength wasted. Chang'an lay in peril, besieged on every side. Lu Bu's ferocity could not break the tide, and even his soldiers faltered, many slipping away to the enemy. Though urged to flee, Wang Yun refused. Bound by loyalty to the Han, he would not abandon the court, even as the city crumbled around him.
If heaven grants me strength, I restore peace. If not, I give my body as sacrifice.
At the sight of the Son of Heaven, chaos paused. Rebels bowed, crying long life, yet their loyalty was but a mask for vengeance. Wang Yun fell beneath rebel blades, unshaken in loyalty. His death at the emperor's feet became eternal proof of devotion, a soul guarding the dynasty forever.
Tyrants perish, but loyalty endures.
Having slain Wang Yun, the rebels slaughtered his family, filling the city with grief. Yet their cruelty knew no bounds, for soon they whispered of killing the emperor himself. His fate, however, remained untold.